Hi folks, today we're adding the default Tauri app to GitHub, your GitHub. This is my GitHub. Um, the main reason I'm doing this is I'm going to make some changes eventually to the default app, but I wanted to get the working default app in a repository somewhere so I could always go back to what's working. So I wasn't real clear on exactly how to do it. I haven't used GitHub all that much, and the other source control things I've done were not with GitHub or uh, just a little bit with Git. So that said, if you see anything I'm doing obviously wrong, please let me know, give me a comment, and I will try to improve. The main things I wasn't sure about is directory names. I tend to like to push things down into my own directory. Like here, just making a LM Tauri app. That way I can go in there and clean things up easily from that top level directory. So I'm not sure if that was going in, should be going into GitHub with that in there or not. But so I gave it a try, and it looks like I got it in there into GitHub okay. Because I was able to eventually um, clone these to other OSs like Windows and Linux and Android and iOS without any code changes and build them okay. So I'm just creating the default app here. No changes, all default. Standard stuff if you've worked with Tauri before. If you haven't, I've got some other videos on prerequisites and other things like that. But I was walking through these steps just to make sure it was buildable and I could push it into GitHub. I'm not that familiar with Mac OS. I should have done ls-a to see all the directories. And that would have shown the .github hidden directory. It's there. And dir gives you a hint that I'm typically on Windows. So the main thing is to get your local files and directories initialized and added to your local Git, and then create the repo up in GitHub and then connect the two of them. I didn't want to run both of these commands, multi-line command at once. I wasn't sure how that would work out. So there's adding all the local files to Git, so Git knows about them. And the main thing when you're creating your repo in GitHub is don't add the README or don't add the git ignore, because your local files already have that. I tried that one time and then it became a pain to try and merge, which is not impossible, but something you don't have to do. Then ran into this issue. I thought it was just asking for a password, but evidently GitHub's a little more secure than that. So after doing a little bit of searching on those error messages, you can generate your personal access token. I had one in there, but I decided to go ahead and delete that one and recreate another one. Seems like they're free and easy to create. I'm not sure about all the details of the rights that it needed, but I found the classic token was fine, and I did the simple approach and said, give me all rights for now. I can probably look up later to find out which ones it actually is only required, least privileges, but figured I'll do everything except for deleting the repo. Definitely don't need that. So it gives you in clear text your personal access token text, and you just type that in or paste it in here for your password, and that worked okay. So there's the project with all the source code that's needed. And that's all you need to do for adding the default Tauri app to GitHub.